Hi Gemini, this is Holly Moth Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing your October 2024 full moon reading. So depending on where you are in the world, the full moon will be happening around the 17th of October. And it'll also be in the sign of Aries, so it'll very much be like a very action-driven time. Right, so what does Gemini need to know for October? Thank you. Gemini for October. And I will take these three. Okay, so when this card came out, I kind of got the word rescue. So multiple meanings there. You could be like adopting an animal that's been rescued. You could be like rescuing someone from, I'm getting the phrase a dire situation, so you could be helping out somebody in that respect, or you could be the hero of your own story. So I feel like these two go together right off the bat. Wisdom and thought. These are air energies, which is very fitting because you are an air sign. And I'm also like noticing as well, there's like a bear in this card, and then in the following card, he's wearing it like for warmth. So perhaps there's been like quite like a scary situation that either you've been in or someone that you know that you've helped has been in, and then recently they're kind of adjusting to the situation or adapting to it somehow. Like perhaps that you've like learned from this situation, hence the word wisdom. And then now I think the challenge is with the thought card is to kind of perhaps it's more like negative. Yeah, I keep getting the phrase like scary situation. So something that's like really triggered your like fight or flight. And I think now you've like learned how to no longer be in that situation. And I think the challenges with the thought card is to kind of how do I put this? So a lot of the time, like when we go through kind of traumatic situations, our body and our brain can still kind of like hold on to the situations as if they're still sort of happening. So I think the challenge here is to is to try and alter your mindset, because I think there may be some parts of you that are still kind of clinging on to the past. And especially like with this emotions card, I think there's like still a lot of emotional trauma like tied to you, even though the situation may no longer be happening. But I think you've definitely cut it off, because we've got the sword here, which is like symbolic of truth. And then for me, swords are often like cutting ties with people or situations that no longer serve us. And then we've got the Destiny card. You may be seeing like feathers a lot, just as kind of confirmation that this reading may resonate for you. But with the Destiny card, I feel like obviously it depends kind of what sort of situation you've been in, but I am one of those people that kind of believes that everything happens for a reason, even like the super, super painful things, because ultimately they allow us to realise what we don't want, and therefore we realise what we deserve. And I think, not that this awful situation was necessarily like meant to happen, but I think obviously through time and healing, one day you may be able to kind of see this situation as you realising that you have a lot of self-worth because you've pulled yourself out of this situation. Very, very deep reading so far. I like it though because there's a lot of progress. Anything else for Gemini for October? I'll take these. So we've got the Ace of Air and then Intuition. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that maybe this hero energy, maybe you're kind of one of those people that sees the best in others and you see the potential, which like that is like a really positive thing. However, I do know that people can take advantage of that. And I think perhaps somebody that you kind of saw as like somebody that needed saving maybe necessarily didn't want to be saved, because at the end of the day we can only do so much to help other people. Like if they don't want to help themselves, then you know. But because we've got the Ace of Air, I feel like this is you realising the truth of the situation. And then with the Intuition card, I think you're now able to kind of distinguish like the good people around you, the people that want the best for you, versus like people in situations that may not necessarily be they may not necessarily be at the same stage that you're at. We'll put it that way. This may be a time where you're also like learning and studying, and just because I'm seeing like a lot of symbolism that kind of hints at like knowledge and learning. So you've got like the owl, we've got like multiple swords. Okay, so perhaps for the people that are still kind of in this situation, is there any kind of advice that you could offer to help sort of pull them out of it and maybe bring some comfort. Thank you. We've got the Maiden energy. Okay, so with the Maiden energy, it's often about creativity. So it may be helpful for you to process some of this trauma through like art or making something, just keeping your hands busy, just so that your mind isn't so focused on whatever this situation is. And then the Maiden is often about self-esteem as well. And I feel like I've spoken about self-esteem quite a bit in this reading. Sorry if you can hear the boiler, by the way. I've just put the heating on because I'm quite cold. But yeah, the Maiden is often about self-esteem. And I feel like I've spoken a lot about self-esteem in this reading, and I just feel like this is you, like, just constantly reminding yourself of your own self-worth and that you deserve to be in a better situation than this, and that you definitely can pull yourself out of it. Alright, so let's get you guys an oracle card. Oracle card for Gemini. Oracle card for Gemini. That's way too many. Oracle card for Gemini. Okay, we'll take this one. Have faith in your dreams. So I feel like you're definitely being called to have faith at this time that things will get better, that things will be more positive. And then I'm also going to give you guys an affirmation card. It's a deck that I've had for a while, but I've wanted to start using it in more videos. So can we get an affirmation for Gemini for October? Thank you. Retell the past with compassion and gratitude, healing sacred wounds. Alright, Gemini, this was a really deep reading, but there is a lot of hope, and I feel like there's a lot of growth to come from this situation, from this experience. So yeah, just keep hold of that self-worth, that self-esteem, and you'll definitely get out of this. Alright, Gemini, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.